Hello, my name is Abby Height, and I want to be a graphic designer because it makes me truly happy. Charles Schulz once said, "Happiness is a warm puppy." Well, graphic design is my warm puppy then. Art has always been with me from coloring books to colored chalk on the sidewalk to design in high school. Watching the education system undervalue the effects of art and criticize the more right brain individuals like myself, and having us try to fit this mold of Common Core practices was miserable. So, to find an escape route from that oppression through this major would be a gift. Graphic design is so broad yet so unique because it's a form of art that is so powerful and can make the world have something in common again, like the brand Coca-Cola. And I also want to be a model for other art students that every time that system tells them no, I say, go for it. The types of designs I am interested in is packaging, identity and branding, as well as interactive design, because I feel like people associate these types of designs on a more personal level and create a beautiful experience based off of it. One of my assignments was to find a problem in the world that can be solved with design. I took that question for a spin per se. I thought about how many people are suffering from something they have no control over. I first thought of homelessness, but as I kept researching, I finally came across Alzheimer's. I would design a small microchip embedded in a human's brain, in which it will record the memories seen and heard throughout the life of the person through the recordings of light rays and sound waves. So instead of looking through a scrapbook while people talk about an event in which you can't recall, this design makes it seem as though you're experiencing something again. As for my expressive typography, my first word is downfall. I wanted it to look like the words were falling down a tunnel. I wanted it to be on the left side and not the center, as well as having a shift to the right slightly, because the one moves down the letters, and they can almost move their head, and it gives a more interesting feel than if it went down the center. As for my second word, classified, this was created with the intention that it would be read backwards. It is also jumbled up to make the reader break up repetitively to make sure they really understood the definition and word of the word and its significance. Classified is not meant to be read almost like an inscription. So, in order to break that, it takes time and search for the order. As for my final typography, the word echo is one of my favorites and is one of the many viewers can understand. If one thinks of an echo, they think of sound bouncing off the walls. Thus, their letters represent the sound bouncing off the paper and trying to reach the original spot again. Also, the C is backwards to indicate that maybe the H and the O are backwards. And it gives a little bit of mystery that I thought was really cool. As for my mind map and icon sets, I wanted to find a way that truly represented me and my passions so much that if I said it, my circle would automatically think of me. Those being feminism, dogs, and having a bubbly personality. It was really hard trying to choose which one because I wanted it to really represent me in a way that when somebody looks at it, they can totally get it. Meaning that when they look at a dog, they will see a dog. When they look at a hair and a braid, it'd be feminism. And if they'd get a bow and a bubbles, they would get my bubbly personality. I am drawn to more predominant color scheme rather than having a range of minimal colors. I wanted to have a simple outline to convey a message to prove that details are not necessarily important and it fits more with my style. I drew aspects of my topic that are best understood for those of many, like dog paws, the female gender symbol, and the bubbles around the girl with the bow, as seen here. And I like how the pink represents feminism, the blue makes the bubbles look more bubbly, and the black and white really stand out because it's almost like a black and white dog. Graphic design will always be with me through art and experience. And thank you for your time.